Good day, everyone. You're welcome to this lesson. Our subject for today is basic science and technology. Our focus is on science, and our topic is the human body. And of all the body parts that we have, our focus is on tongue and lips. On tongue and lips. Can you touch your tongue and your lips? Those are the body parts we are talking about, your tongue and your lips. Look at the screen. This is the picture of the lip, and this is a picture of the tongue. You can see that we have two lips. That's the upper lip and then the lower lip. Then we have the tongue. These are all parts of the mouth. Once again, our topic is the human body, and our emphasis on tongue and lips. My name is Miss Adegoke. You are welcome to the lesson of today. Yes, we are looking at the human body, tongue and lips. And then you should be aware that the tongue and lips are some organs of the mouth in humans. It's not only the tongue and the lips that we have in the mouth. We have the teeth. But our emphasis is on tongue and lips. Now, let's come to the tongue. Every morning we brush our teeth and then we clean our tongue as well. What is the tongue? The tongue is a muscular organ in the mouth. It is covered with moist pink tissue called mucosa. And then we have tiny bumps that are called papillae. They give the tongue its rough texture. Let's look at a picture of the tongue. You can see from the picture that we have here that the tongue is not smooth. It is rough. If you check your tongue in the mirror, you can pause this video to quickly check, then you resume again. If you check the mirror, you are going to see that the surface of your tongue is not smooth. It is rough. That is why it is rough. The tiny bumps, they are called papillae. They are what make the tongue have that kind of rough texture. Now we have thousands of taste buds that cover the surface of the papillae, that is this upper side of our tongue. Now these taste buds, they are nerve cells, they are nerve-like cells. They connect every part of your body, especially your feeding system, to the tongue. When you taste something, it sends a message, to your brain. You taste something, oh, this is sweet. Oh, I love this. I want to taste more. These taste buds, they are collections of nerve-like cells, and they connect the nerves to the brain. Now, let's see. The tongue is anchored to the mouth by webs of tough tissue and mucosa. Now, the tether holding down the front of the tongue is called the frenulum. If you check under your tongue, you see the frenulum there. It holds the front of your tongue down. Okay, as you all know, the tongue is vital for chewing and swallowing food. If there is no tongue, as you are chewing, the teeth are grinding. It is the tongue that helps the food to move. Sometimes you chew with a set of teeth on the right side, then later you shift it to the left side. It is the tongue that helps to move this food in your mouth. So apart from helping you to chew, it also helps you to swallow, because the food has to pass through your tongue into your esophagus, called your throat. So it helps in chewing, and it also helps in swallowing food. Also, without the tongue, we won't be able to speak. It is the tongue that helps us, when you're talking, your tongue moves. The tongue helps for speech as well. Now look at the 4 common tastes that the tongue detects. We have the sweet. When something is sweet, your tongue detects it. We have the sour, we have the bitter, and then we have the salty. These are the 4 main. You can see this part of the tongue, is responsible for detecting bitter taste. We have the sour taste here. We have the salty taste, at the side, and the tip of your tongue, you know, this one detects sweet things that you put into your mouth. Now we come to the lips. The lips, touch your lips. Touch. How many lips do you have? We have two. One on the upper and one on the lower. Now, the lips are a visible body part at the mouth of humans and many animals. A lot of animals too have lips. Lips are soft, they are movable, and they serve as opening for food intake and in the articulation of sound and speech. Of course, lips are soft. If you touch your lips, you discover that they are soft. There are no bones there. They are movable. You can move them. And then when you want to take in food into your body, it is the lips that you have to open for the food to get into your mouth. Then not only that, when you want to speak, like you want to pronounce M, you know, you have to, you know, your lips have to come together to make that such sounds like hem, B, you know. The lips are also important in the articulation of sound and speech. Now, the human lips are a tactile sensory organs. Yes, they are sensory organs. Okay, how do we care for our tongue and lips? Some people brush only the teeth, and that's all about it. They don't care for the tongue. Some don't even brush the teeth very well. Aside brushing the teeth very well, you are also to clean your tongue. You have to clean your tongue so that it doesn't smell. How do you care for your tongue? And then for our lips too. Now look at this. Number one, the tongue should be brushed after brushing the teeth. After you brush your teeth, you know, brush your tongue as well. Number two, the tongue should be cleaned with tongue cleanser daily. You know, there are different things you can use to clean your tongue. Make sure you clean your tongue daily. Then number three, sharp objects should not be used on the tongue. Anything that can cause injury, you avoid them. Then number four, the tongue should not be used to taste chemicals. That's dangerous. Tasting of chemicals, dangerous. Chemicals are not even to touch any part of your body, much less your tongue, and should be closed when not used. When your tongue is not in use, it should be closed. You know, it is bad habit to open the mouth down. It is bad habit. So the tongue should be closed, you know, with the lips closed when not in use. Then number five, the lips should be greased with lip balm during harmattan to prevent cracks and sores. You know that during harmattan the hair is crisp, and not only that, the weather is dry, and then it affects the lips, so the lips become dry. You have to use a lip balm, something that will make your lip succulent, because if it is dry, there will be cracks, and then when it cracks, you are going to have sores. It will be painful. So you have to care for your tongue and lips. Now you answer this question. Number one, describe the tongue in your own words. That's words. That's a mistake there. In your own words. Describe the tongue in your own words. Then number two, describe the lips. And number three, mention 4 ways to care for the tongue and lips. Okay, in conclusion, we've learned that the tongue is vital for chewing and swallowing food, as well as for speech. And the lips are also soft, movable, and serve as opening for food intake and in the articulation of sound and speech. So go over your notes. If there is any other thing you think I need to know, you can, reach me. We have the email address on the first slide. You can reach me through that. Okay, thank you and have a lovely day.